Are you fucked with commentator? Are you fucked for commentator? Cool. Hey, internet.
So yeah, hello to all the mod fags that are coming here to watch the video, because no one's watching the stream yet, because there's no link.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, let's put on some music. Yeah, if you want to jump in and comment, because I don't feel like commentating for like fucking hours tonight. Actually, not even sure if I can do 2 games. Like, I'm not sure if I'll be needed as a sub. But fuck it.
Yeah. That could be a problem.
Yeah.
You should come 1, at least.
What?
You should come 1 at least, if you can.
Well, we got this. This one will be fine. It's just my game. At least there's no overlap, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, Vin's doing 3rd game, and yeah, just the 2nd game, and just depends if Doku needs me for a sub.
Is Doku...
Fucking one person's already watching me. Like, how do they know? I didn't put the link anyway.
Is the second
me.
game... Is the 2nd game Vin versus Doku?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, this is my life. Because yeah, it was like me and Doku on the same team, so no Charlotte off game ever gets recorded. And,
what about Wallace? Does he stream?
He can only record.
No.
He can only stream in 480, and it gets really choppy. So.
Okay. What about Biscotti?
Anything this season?
Who's streaming tonight?
Whatever. We're good. Between me, Doc, and Vin, we pretty much got everything down except, yeah, Shia LaBeouf Majors games.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, I'm worried about that. If we can get Truth to stream 1 game, that'd be sick. Because then you could be sub, and you don't have to worry about it.
Well, I'm probably not needed as a sub. I don't want to play Transilio anyway.
Don't leave us with iTag sub, please. Are you streaming this game, TJ?
Yeah, he is. Do you want a comping?
Did you ask if I wanted to come?
Yeah.
No
I asked
way.
if anyone wanted to
I'm
come.
a shit com.
It was an open invitation.
I've commed like 4 times. I've spoken like 2 words.
That's more than I've commed, I think.
I just don't know what to say.
Sweet. Oh, see you, Wallace. Get wrecked, mate.
Alright, I can actually put the link on the game thread for once. Because everyone always gets upset when they look at the game, like the link there, it's never live.
Do we want to do a proper intro at some point, or we just gonna like fuck around and then get into the game?
Well, like, I guess we can, and I'll just link the VOD to that point, and here's just bonus filler for anyone that's soundbite and wants actually listen to this. But yeah, like, we don't even have game.
Right, how's that? Yeah.
What do you want to say to the internet? I know that no one's probably going to watch this part of the video.
I can watch myself.
Go back over it. See how you want. Alright, game thread.
Alright, so I haven't actually opened the stream. Who's playing, TJ?
Cap 22s and...
Can we cap it?
Yep.
Are they good teams? Bobbe's team's good, right?
3rd versus 5th.
Let's see if we can get Shandor to sing for us.
There we go. It's on the game thread.
They're in there at the moment. The Cap 22s.
Keep getting this weird thing where it's like, gives me an error message with my web geo. It's starting to worry me. Let's see if I can turn anything off.
With your what?
It's like web geo has crashed. Reload or ignore. I think it's what the rendering. Yeah, I'm gonna disable web geo because it's I don't know the difference, but I don't want it to be important and fuck up there, like because I had a game before and it just went black. It gets scary. Oh, my fucking Spotify thing doesn't work anymore. Hang on. You sent a little thing where it would show what song is playing on Spotify. Yeah, I know that's not far around.
Sorry, Shanda, I was in the toilet. Oh, it's definitely.
I hope one day this gets like big, and then we have like Shandor, like the webcam as well. Aussie dog in the background on the tambourine.
Please, yes.
I'll come over with the maracas.
Wollongong man beat up. I like it.
As promised last week, but it never actually eventuated, we once again have halftime entertainment from Shandor. So if there's anything to be interested in tonight with any of the games, it's halftime entertainment.
I do love a good halftime show.
Alright, team's just getting ready now. Can we cap it? I've got the link. It's on you, Teach.
Week 7 OLTP Season 5. Tonight we have Can We Cap It versus the Cap 22s in a first Big Biff showdown. So we'll see if maybe we can have an upset tonight, or if Can We Cap It keep on marching on. So joining me tonight, it's a fucking full commentary box. We got Fitzy, we got iTag, we got Pinkman. Say hi, guys.
Hi guys. And Shandor.
Hi, guys.
For our
Oh, and
halftime
Shandor,
entertainment.
I guess.
Don't forget that.
Shandor. And Boom's here too.
So the map tonight, Transilio, first time in OLTP. What do you guys think of that?
I hate Transilio.
Yeah, Transilio.
Better than
I don't know. Either really fun or it's really frustrating, but I think like, I guess in a more constructive team focused sort of gameplay, it might be a bit more interesting.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, I quite enjoy it played competitively. Pubs are a little bit different, but competitively it seems to really work. ELTP had it for their final just a few weeks ago, and it wasn't a very close game, but they played it incredibly well, incredibly strong. So I think it's a map that has a lot to be explored in the future. So hopefully we'll be able to see that with our OLTP boys tonight.
It was also used in the World Wars final, where WA beat some team in America or something, so yeah.
That one time where we won something.
The one time.
Did you hear PTG Gritties?
I may have heard that 150 times over the course of the week preceding it.
This
yeah.
week alone. Never mind all the weeks since.
So our teams tonight, Cat 22s is Hayes, Squash, Rain and Baz. I believe that's the top lineup. That sounds about right. And then can we cap it with Biscotti Skent making his second ever major start? Pat and Bobbe. What are you guys' tips for tonight? Who do you think's going to win it?
Well, can
Bobbe
we cap
over Rain.
Bobbe over Rain. Yeah, well, Bobbe's team's been the one to beat. Written off from the start of the season as a bit of a meme team, but you can't fault
It's like
them.
they don't have Carbolic tonight, but...
Oh, no Carbolic? Yeah, that's right, Skent instead of Carbolic. So yeah, bit of a downgrade, I'd say, if Skent from Carbolic, but
Ouch.
still, yeah, Skent knows 11.
Take that, Kenny.
But yeah, Carbolic is certified memeage. But yeah, like, I imagine Biscotti's going to be seriously frustrating to play against on this map.
Hi, Bobbe and Biscotti. Oh, they want Shandor.
Shandor has been requested to leave the commentary room, but little do they know, he has like 400 ping.
Surprise!
That might put a dent in our aspirations for some high-quality halftime entertainment, but hopefully the game will be able to provide enough entertainment for you guys tonight.
Oh, never mind.
But yeah, Bobbe, I'd say I'd still stick with Bobbe's team, just because yeah, Bobbe over Rain.
Alright, well, just to be different, I don't know if I actually believe it, I'm going to pick Rain's team, so I'm going to back him. There's been some drama floating around, particularly today, involving Rain's team and Demo in particular, but I think they'll be able to soldier on through that and pull out a win tonight.
Yeah, it's still waiting. Hopefully I'll have an update on the scoreboard, so let's get an update.
I think what would be crucial on this map is keeping the regrab train alive. A lot of times it's very, very easy with those two boosts in the middle for defenses to just sort of set up at that and maybe take a bit of an aggressive boost, which I think Cap22s will do a lot. That just seems to be their play style. So keeping that regrab train alive, whether it be staying at the base bomb or going to one of the boosts or just taking a tricky path as one of the offenders, that would be crucial.
Yep, looks like we are going to get underway. This first. Alright, I'm still changing the scoreboards. But yeah, so let's see how we go. But yeah, as we said, we saw this in World Wars, but I think that wasn't quite as level a playing field as it probably deserves for in competitive. But and I haven't seen the MLTP. What was it? MLTP played it, or who played it? I don't know.
MLTP have played it for a season or two. LTP played it as well, and it was voted in their high-level final. So definitely some top-level players have been playing it. I don't know if we'll be able to replicate some of the skill that's provided there, but we'll give it our best shot. Skent starts off with a rolling. Unfortunately, for Caitlin Capit, Squash gets a tag pro, just a free tag pro. But they were able to pick up mid-pop. But Scotty's able to get Skent out. Unfortunately, Squash does the same with Rain. Rain needs to stay alive here, though. He hasn't been able to get out completely. He goes for a very, very smart kiss there, and it could go the other way now. Am I solo coming? Sweet.
I'm picking up the stream, sorry.
Nice.
I'm getting there, but yeah, unlucky. Pat's going to hold him off in the choke there. Alright, so Squash now coming across with a flag on the regrab. Scotty misses the sniping him, but he's going to come from behind now, start closing in. Pat's still holding Squash down in the mid spike field.
Yeah, not much pressure on Squash. He's waiting for that boost to come up and also waiting for Rain to get on re. Unfortunately, that hesitance has allowed Bobbe to get out. The defenders weren't on their toes. He's now coming in. Could be ahead of 2. Baz with a 6 snipe through.
And that's it. Oh yeah, good job from Baz there. But that was good work from the defenders to kill Rain. Actually, he bombed through the portal and just ended up running straight into the gate, and they got him. But they left no re. But Baz saves the day in that one. He goes and gets the grab instead. But Bobbe now gets that return. But Squash rolling bomb regrab. He's going to go out for the top. Scan on the other side, also with rolling bomb. Squash's bomb is out. Still closing on Scan. He's got the bomb. He's blowing him off. Return for Cap, but Rain comes in over the top to get that return.
Yeah, it was clever from Scant. He just thought the return might be coming, but it's in communication with Pat. Just used the rolling a bit early and gave himself a little bit of time. Maybe get the return a second earlier and they would have had a cap, but wasn't to be. Bobby's trying to come in with that bomb. He's going to hit the mid spikes. Meanwhile, Rain's out, possibly ahead of 3. Pat cleverly staying on that wide boost as long as he uses this right, and he does, gets ahead of 3 again, and the regrab trains are well and truly underway.
Yeah, looks like they got that lockdown for now. Pat getting closed down here. He gets killed. Scamp with the regrab away. Rain unable to catch him. Baz not coming in return for cap situation here, and they're not quite close to Baz yet, but again, they're still closing in on Scant. He's going to evade him a little while longer, uses the bomb to clear himself back into the base, but gets returned, but Pat away with that handoff very nicely, and Scotty with a nice tag pro pickup and a double kill there. Bobby with Juke Juice, and Squash now rolling bomb regrab.
Yeah, Baz, I think that's the second time that Baz has done that when Squash has had rolling re. He hasn't really tried to juke or stay alive for much longer. He's just going to let Squash get on that flag with the rolling, which is very clever, and he's able to go and chase himself. So Baz definitely a team player early on. Pat has an opportunity here, though. He's juking in base. He might be able to get out as well. Unfortunately, chooses the gate option, and that could be a reset. It definitely was for the Cat 22s. Hayes trying to grab Baz, has not got a bomb to work with. He's got the portals, and Pat and Scotty to beat. It's no easy feat.
Yeah, and Squash, well, he does manage to pull off the handoff just in time. A bit scrappy, but he gets through, and they've still got the defense on lock here, but the boost up isn't clear, and Scant manages to get that return, but no regrab. Rain going. No, he's looking for it. Look, it was a close one. But yeah, Bombay bombs nicely out of base, ahead of 3. Looks for the gate, but ends up bouncing off the wall, so Hayes going to pick up that. That's nice from Bombay.
The non-jukes from Scant.
Oh, but Squash gets oh, that was close. The spawns nearly ruined him there, but that was a close one.
Yeah, and Baz used that rolling to get out Rain with a nice bank snipe off that wall off the gate.
Well, they've got some blocks on here, but Baz on his way up. They're on the wrong side. Rain with the juke just holding him off. He gets the one, and Scant's forced off. So that's going to be first cap to over to cap 22s.
Yeah, OD was not good enough. There could be a second cap here, and there will be. Squash strolling into basically an empty base after a flaccid from Pat. Don't know if I agree with the decision to grab there, but
yeah, they did a good job of keeping the regrab train alive, and that let them get that cap in there really quickly. And Rain now coming in, looking to make it a third. They've still got the blocks on in base, and there it is. And all of a sudden, cap 22s are keeping Cammy Cap in the real challenge here.
Oh, Scant with a nice boost to shut down the regrab train. They're going to need to get on top of these pups to can we cap it. They want to... Oh, Rain, unfortunately, doesn't get spiked by Scant. For some reason, he didn't go for it. Does get the rolling, allows Squash to get out, but Scotty's got one as well as Bobby on the flag, so might be a little bit of a stalemate here. But,
yeah, no return on Squash, and they've blown the rolling now. Looking at team boost, Bobby baits it out of Rain, but still 3 offenders ahead of him. Hayes now with the regrab manages to guide his way through the spike field and keep himself alive. But no return on Bobby quite yet. Rain dies in the spike field, and Bobby's going to be waiting for that boost to come up. Rain's closing in. He does get the return though. Scotty now out with the regrab. Rain coming after him now. Squash and Baz still just waiting ahead, and Squash with some nice positioning there. Manages to get that return. Pat now going to have to try and get out. And he does, and a bit of an unlucky boost there. What was it, the bomb? Oh yeah, it was a boost. Into the spike up there, so that's a kill, and power up spawning in the next 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think can we have it necessarily have the chasing capabilities that we may have seen earlier in the season with Carbolic missing. Pat and Scant often have found themselves in... Scant just basically goes for a kiss. I don't know if he tried to juke at all there. That'll give the 4th cap to Cat 22s, but I don't know if the defensive ability and ability to close down, which is so important on this map, is necessarily there for can we cap it right now. So some changes may need to be made, or some strategic decisions. Bobby looks like he might be playing defense for a little bit. I'm not too sure on the position. Has he been playing offense most of the season?
I think it's been fairly flexible from Bobby. He normally ends up getting all over the field somewhere, but I think he's mainly been playing a lot of offense and leaving D to Carbo and Biscotti. So maybe with Carbolic down, he's opting to play a bit more defensively this time around. Pat goes for a nice handoff there on the spikes, lets Bobby get out ahead of 2, but Rain in return for cap situation. Scotty's holding him off now. It's Scant coming around for the return, misses him, overcommits there. And Rain now safe and sound on the other side of the map, but Scant now coming in quick. Rain doing a nice job. Pick up that juke juice, but he ends up getting killed for it, so Squash is going to be forced onto Re. Does get a rolling bomb for his troubles though, and Hayes now with a juke juice free grab. No, he's going to leave it. Gonna go get the chase on, I imagine. Yeah, leaving regrab now over the Baz. And Squash nearly was in there. I think it could still be close, but the bomb nowhere near the flag tile. They've got the blocks on, they're coming in, and that's going to be cap number 5.
Bobe needed to defuse that as well as grab the flag. It was his only chance. I can't remember who else was on OD. I think it might have been Biscotti, but didn't really provide him with anything else standing on the other side of the flag to kill that rolling. Too often I've seen Biscotti on regrab, like Bobe or Pat might have the flag, but Biscotti's the one on regrab. He's really their best chaser and their only high quality majors chaser, so he really needs to get off regrab. Bobe's left the blue team here. It's 3v4 for now. Pat, cheeky grab.
Yeah, Bubba's back. Looks like it must have been a little disconnect there. That's unfortunate, but it means Squash is now out ahead of Free. Scotty's going to have to hold this. They're closing in on him. Go up against the wall now, but Pat gets ahead. Manages to get that regrab and kiss, but I think the juke juice went over to Squash there. He's now coming across looking for that return. Rain helps him out, but Squash gets it all on his own. Bob 8 now with the juke juice grab. He's looking for his way out. He baits out the gate, so he's got a bit of room, and Scotty with the tag pro support now. It's going to slow him down, so now he's looking for Squash, but with that juke juice it's going to be hard to catch. It does time out. Scamp forced up to move on to regrab though, so no chaser on Squash quite yet. Scotty coming free now. And Pat coming in to support him, going to get him from behind there, so that was almost a good chance. Yeah, Cap22 is doing a really good job of keeping this, getting these defensive resets. Like, I don't think I've seen any real defensive reset from Can We Cap It so far.
Yeah, they've been really struggling to shut it down. Just so that, as you were speaking of those last 20 seconds, Can We Cap It had their first, I guess, pup advantage in a long time. First time they won 2-1 pops. One of them was a tag pro as well, but not able to capitalize. 22 is able to keep the regrab train alive the whole time. So definitely back foot as the 5-0 scoreline reflects.
Yeah, Squash now looking at his grab. He gets around there and Scant with an unfortunate boost. He does pick up the power up right on time though, so that tag pro helped him up. And yeah, that's 2 tag pros for him, but I think one man left ahead, but Pat does manage to slip him. And those 2 tag pros are going to work right now. They get the return too, so Pat, he looks like he's in here. And that's finally the first cap for Can We Cap It.
That was a great pull from Pat off the regrab there. He had to grab and had to get out as well, because it would have been a cap if he didn't do something and didn't slow it down. But Scotty's not able to keep it alive. Rain does spike himself though, so Scant will be able to get ahead of 3.
Look at that! What a line that was. That was pretty much perfect. And now that's Can We Cap It starting to really regain some ground. Pat nearly gets away, but Hayes comes back to get that button, turn that gate on. And defensive reset from Cap22's here. So a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, last round of pups will be coming up soon. We'll see if Can We Cap It can pull out 3 pups again as they did last time. It did lead to 2 caps for them, so it was obviously something
in position with
Skent.
Skent spikes himself, but leaves the rolling on the Squash there, but with a quick flaccid and the blow there. That's a really good defensive effort from them. And Pat now coming across. He's ahead of all of them at the moment, but Hayes manages to boost down. He's come through the gate. Bobo's coming through. He's going to have to get this return on him. 30 seconds left. Closing in now. Pat looking for the cap. Unable to get it, and Hayes is going to get out of the base. Bobe still keeping Pat alive though.
Yeah, he had to as well with Skent leaving the game. It's 3v4 once again. Lag playing Can We Cap It right now. Wallace has joined in. Rain with a nice portal snipe, and unfortunately, very sad, but there's going to be a 6 cap for the Cap22s capping 3v4.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate there. I think, Can We Cap It was starting to get some momentum there. That defense was on, but that disconnect really let him down on the other side of the map. So, that they conceded that cap at the end there, and Wallace coming in a bit too late. So, 6-2 ends up being the scoreline for that half. That was, I don't think we were expecting that. The Cap22s coming out very strong.
Yeah, obviously I called it, as everyone will know if they just watch back the stream. But 6-1 in that first half. The hold was insane, as you can see. I don't know if TJ's got the stats up. He probably doesn't because he's a scrub. But,
no, my scoreboard doesn't work like half the time. I don't know what the deal is.
Cap22's had 7 minutes to hold to Can We Cap It's 4. About double the returns as well. I think it might have been 21 to 43 to Cap22's as well, which showed, as we discussed during the game, the amount of resets and just snipes they were able to pull off was insane. But I think almost crucially, like the most important stat, even though it's never really talked about, support. Cap22's had about 150 support to Can We Cap It's roughly 50 or 60, and that just shows the amount of time spent in base with blocks on, FC coming in. And that was really the story of the game for 22, is just constantly having lag coming in. Generally have either 1 or 2 blocking that's probably the main reason they're able to get that that was it five cap lead.
4 cap lead. It was 6-2.
4 cap lead. Sorry, 6-2. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like we're going to be maybe waiting for a little bit here. Rain saying he's going to take 5. I don't know if he's messing up, but
I can't confirm this, but we may or may not have halftime entertainment as promised from Shandor and Dog. Shandor, take it away, mate. Alright, that has been our halftime entertainment. You've been listening to Shandor. Thank you very much, Shandor. Brilliant stuff, mate. Fucking second time in a row. Massive disappointment.
it's what I've come to expect from Shandor.
Endless disappointment.
Sorry, Mum.
Come on, give us something. At least just
You would
the old
only-
classic Jesse McCartney, mate. Come on.
Oh.
Three, two, one.
Need you to play it off. Go get your recorder.
Shandor gets very nervous. I think his mum's watching.
How'd you know?
Hey, TJ's mum. What's TJ's mum's name?
I told you I'd be famous, I'm not telling you. Personal info,
Oh.
please.
Sue. Sue. Oi, Sue.
Sue.
Can confirm it's not Sue.
Ethel. Can we call her Ethel?
Sure.
Sweet.
Who is Richard?
I think it's JL. Or it's Pop Pop.
Oh, I know who it is. But yeah, I'm not saying.
Pop Pop.
Personal information.
No.
Alright, I believe we're still waiting on Rain. Don't know how much he could really talk about considering they had a 4 cap lead going into this half and definitely
I
not dominant for the whole time.
think we're getting trailed. We're getting cuffed.
Nah, he's just
Good
on
old
a
Super
line.
Turtles strats, next time they grab, they're just gonna find a corner and stay there.
He's just getting his buzz for the game.
Alright. Teach.
Yeah.
Ethel. There you go.
Alright, looks like we're ready to go. So, we're off. Yeah, so
Something
6. So yeah, 4 cap deficit coming in to this one. What can we Kappa do to sort of regain ground? We saw them surge in the last 2 minutes, but
Yeah, getting a hold of that pups, those pups are really, really crucial. So Cap 22's had about a double pup lead about halfway through the game or 2/3 of the way through the game. So getting on top of those pups as they did in the end of that first half will be crucial. But something that I don't think they'll fix up, that they will need to, is their chasing. A lot of time you saw very uncoordinated. I don't know whether it's a lack of communication or it's just the fact that they have Skent and Pat who have really played a lot of competitive tag row or majors before, but their chasing was all over the place. They did not have any structure towards that. So hopefully they'll be able to fix it up. Hopefully maybe it was just a bit of luck or a bit of a lag going on last half, but that'll definitely be crucial if they want to turn this around. Fortunately, they weren't able to win the putt. Squash gets the tag for Range, trying to come in through the gate, and he's going to be able to.
there we go. 20 seconds is all it took for Cap 22s to show they're not letting any ground slip so far. You know, that's what the teammates around. But yeah, like, that was a very aggressive start from the Cap 22s with that power up advantage, and it paid off for them.
Yeah, that's just poor desperation from Biscotti there when he's 1v2 and both defenders are ahead. There's no reason to be grabbing there, but he does. I guess it puts him back on D, which is good, but if that becomes a repeat, Pat going for a handoff probably is nowhere near it though. Possibly coming up soon. Nice flaccid from Rain.
Yeah, it looks
And
like
from
he's going to start positioning for pups here. Bobo's already looking like he's going for the base one, but he's blocked off now, so Baz is going to do that rolling bomb. Bit of a tussle in the middle. Rain gets the rolling bomb, just ends up killing them all, but Scotty uncontested for the left. He's going to pick up that juke for defense. So Rain now makes a grab. Scotty Doesn't quite get the bomb the first time. Does get the second time. Eva, Rain, by the skin of his teeth, gets out there and nearly gets a cap out of it. But Bobe with the hold. He's going to deny him this time around. They get the return here. But one ahead of Bobe now. He just get a nice little corner boost around Hayes. They've got a nice split right through the middle of Hayes and Baz. And a return there. Means another chance here. Baz away over the top. Skent and Scotty trying to close him down. Bobe being forced up in the base is going to get returned now. And Pat going to now get away with the rigger.
Yeah, I've just noticed a couple of people just boosting sort of blindly, not either sitting on the boost or using it tactically. They're just sort of boosting and hoping that they hit the FC from both teams. So
yeah, that was a nice move from Rain there. He used the bomb to actually blast him into the other chaser and get that return and get the grab out of it. Doesn't ever get away though. Squash gets him sniped by Scotty coming across the left side, and that's a reset for the power-ups. And now Hayes with the tag throw. Skent with the rolling bomb gets defused. Hayes trying to make his work on offense. He does get Baz out of there. Skent doesn't get a snipe on him, so Baz forced back down. I'm not sure if he meant to go there or not. Probably looking for Hayes, but he's gone a bit too far back, so he's going all the way back to the other base. Squash for another bump, but I'm not sure where Baz is going now. He's
Baz doesn't give a shit. He's got a 5-cap lead. He's just going to fuck around and see what he can do. Pat with a nice handoff of Bobe. Fortunately, Duke's down into the gate. Something I noticed that Skent, when he was just chasing Baz there before he got that sick juke in base, he forced Baz away from the bomb, and then he sort of sat at the bomb and bombed straight up. Baz is obviously able to just get straight past him. Really, what you want to do, you can afford to do that in minors, but not in majors. Put yourself behind, as we see Rain comes in for a sick cap, nice little split through the OD. If you purposely and aggressively put yourself behind the FC in a situation like that, they're going to be able to punish you. It went somewhat unpunished there. Skent running into a spike. He may have lag. I think he was talking about that before the game, but you really can't afford to be that aggressive and be that forward in trying to attack the FC.
We see Rain laid a bit of trash talk down there in the CWC stream, but he said quit the season, lads. But yeah, he's definitely making Can We Cap it look pretty second grade tonight. They're really just not showing that form that they've shown the first half of the season. And yeah, Cap 22 is really starting to run away with this. But yeah, Rain now makes a grab. Scotty doesn't get the return there, but having the reason when they the hand there. And a quick flash from Baz means a defensive reset from Can We Cap it.
Skent running away from base with the 2-on-2 there. And as it turns out, you know, such an aggressive team that Cat 22s are, Skent really needs to be staying incredibly close to the base and looking for that opportunity, because as soon as they grab...
Yeah, that was their window there while they were going for power up, and Skent was just too far away to get across. And yeah, Scotty had it all sort of locked down for him. But yeah, he was just too far away from base, and they came back in with the power ups and gave him no chance. But Skent coming across now, comes close, but Baz gets the grab there, gonna get away through the portal. Scotty just bombs himself down to the gate, but Bobe now coming up here. Scotty and Skent have a pretty decent reset on defense, but unfortunately no gap.
Pat's able to get out away from Hayes after a nice block from Skent. Rain also getting out. Gonna boost straight into Skent though. Pat's looking for his chance to come in. He might look at...
again, I think that's the third time in a row that they haven't been able to contain the flag in base when they grab, and they just keep getting away with it. And now Bad's going to come down right through the middle. But yeah, I feel like it's now been like, 3 times. They just slid past them through the choke, and they've had no way to stop them. But that said, they do manage to get a lucky return and a cap there, so it's going to get them back on the board for this half. Still a lot of ground to make up. Ooh, and they nearly come close to a second, but fortunate there, they got away with the flag. Squash coming across in the base now. Scotty with the regrab, he is away. They do have the power-up advantage at the moment though. Pat and Skent both with power-ups, but Tagpro time's out. Skent with his Juku, so he's going to look for the boost here. Things to get plans against this.
It's taken too long. There's 4 ahead now. There's a clever kiss from Biscotti, especially with the Tagpro lead. Biscotti playing anti, and Skent really needs to capitalise on that, because that was a great chance 2-on-2, but wasn't able to. Squash almost gets out, and Pat is looking for his chance. Bobe avoiding the anti though, so could be another chance here. 2-on-2 blocks. Pops will be coming up as well. Bobe just sort of rushes it. Probably clever with Pops coming out. Unfortunately, Baz though. Cap 22 is just so easily able to get out, as you said.
Yeah, they've just the container's really not been there from Can We Cap it, and It's meant their weaker chasing game is just working against them even more. But Bobby now with the tag pro, he's waiting there, but there's no other offender near, so I think that's probably going to time out by the time anyone gets there. Pat coming across now. Bobby goes for a quick kiss and gets the most out of his tag pro that he can. It's of it as well on defense, which might have to give him a chance here, but that was very close. Unable to get through to the gate in time, but that's going to leave him still one kept down for the half.
Yeah, and that pop advantage goes lacking again. Not a cap to show for it. Pat though was able to get out after a nice bomb. Jukes out Hayes and
oh, that was nice, and he nearly gets him again, but Hayes not fooled twice this time around. Scotty with not much of a bounce off the wall there, just gets returned very easily by Baz. But yeah, there was some nice moves, but again, Rain ahead of Free, straight through with the bomb, no one on gate, walks it in, easy cap.
Communication was well. Pat of course making look like pub scrubs there with the Jukes, but Cat22 is making pay for it anyway. Squash is coming in.
It looks like it might be number 4 here, and Pat misses it. Out of position again from Scotty. That's an hour button.
Didn't see how Bobby died there, but that's you can't afford to be doing that either way. Scant though with the tag pro, hoping to look at getting Pat out. Baz with the Juju's closing it down too easily. You can't leave that much space between yourself and the FC as a tag pro.
Rain goes for the gate there, and Pat doesn't even try for that one. Squash now with the grab. 1v2. He's going to look for his way out of base. He's got Scotty on his heels. He was looking to bait out the portal, but unsuccessful. He gets returned on the wall there. Defense reset, but it can't get across the map. And again, the spike there from that's Scotty this time.
But Scotty, yeah, I don't know.
Scotty's having a bit of a rough one tonight. His snipes haven't quite been all there. But
Baz had the chance to go straight onto flag there, and he just didn't read it. He wasn't able to change direction.
But he gets a nice
Scotty
spawn.
with a nice grab.
We could be ahead here. They've got the blocks on Squash. It's coming up in the base. He's going to get it. So that's now 2-4. But still 10-4 on the aggregates. So just trying to redeem a bit of cap diff, I think, at this point.
Yeah, with a minute 40, probably not much chance. And Baz cleverly just sitting on the flag. Doesn't need to do anything more than that. He's just going to be able to kill the 20 seconds that he has. No chance of grabbing there. Finally does go out. Pat makes a grab, but Baz... They have 3 ahead. Rain unfortunately did go for a grab on the other side, but just simple portal usage there. It's almost like Kami Kappa had barely scrimmed. Rain.
Yeah, it looks like
they've come in.
Sorry, I got you up there, but it looks like they've really been bad at like getting themselves like around these portals and just sort of like coordinating between them. Cat22s are using them to their full effect. Kami Kappa just been really lacking, and Squash just walks in for another easy one.
Yeah, speaking of lacking, there's a lacking OD there from Kami Kappa. Baz looking for the gate, cleverly decides against it, uses the 45 instead. He's just going to boost back and absolutely kill time. They have complete control. The pups as well, and they almost had another count.
Yeah, he confused them with his around the world strats there, but he got like a nice boost path in, but couldn't get through. But Rain again just walking it in. Bobby blocked off by Baz there. Just getting there a bit too late, so that's looks like we're going to have a mirrored half here. It's going to be 6-2 again, unless they get another cap in, which they do. Bobby redeeming a bit of face here, getting it up to 3-6 now. Skent coming across. They might have another one. Pat's got the block on here, but Baz runs circles around him and gets out. And again, Scotty not there in time to stop him getting out of base.
Baz, an absolutely amazing pull and destroying the chasers. They did not have a chance. He might even get a cap out of it. Unfortunately, he hit the
didn't even get a wall. That's unfortunate, but that's going to be the game. So in the end, 12-5. Cap22 take an upset over the series leaders, Kami Kappa.
Hey, Fudd.
Hey, Fudd.
Oh, perfect.
Do you want to give your analysis on that game for a Fudd?
I think it was a very good game. I think pops were very important. And we've got Rain here in the stream room. Hi, Rain.
Hello.
You did it.
Rain, absolutely incredible game. You guys just looked dominant from start to finish. Pups, you were all over in that first half. Second half sort of dropped off, but really you were able to capitalise on almost all the mistakes that they made. Getting out of base just seems so easy for you guys. What do you think were the key factors in your win tonight?
I don't know if the Scotty played that good of a game. I've definitely seen the Scotty shut down better offenders than me and Squash without even thinking about it, but we all have off nights. I mean, me and Squash played quite well. in terms of our kind of coordination in their base. But a lot of our win goes down to Vaz and Hayes on defense, which was a lot more cohesive than we have been in previous weeks, and we also just got a lot quicker returns, and it was that edge which just got us the cap, that the caps button that just kept going. Thank you. Merci.
No. I think Ballbusters is the top, aren't they? So I'm just going to go with them.
Can we cap? I think they got
been-
knocked off. Yeah, Ballbusters currently top. Yeah, they're tied. That's right. Can we cap's actually third? I kept saying they were top, but yeah, they are.
Ballfathers have been screaming Ballbusters all week. They've been really, really strong. So I am going to pick the Ballbusters as well.
Cool. I think. Well, I don't know.
No
I
one's
don't know.
got
who's
faith
strong,
in
but whoever
Shire.
is, we'll
No,
do it.
Why
It's
would you have faith in Shia LaBeouf?
Because I play for Shia LaBeouf.
I don't even have faith in him to make a good movie.
You shut your whole mouth. Shut your mouth. Holes is a masterpiece. But yeah, alright, I'm gonna stop the stream here.
Besides Holes. Yeah,
Holes is good. Holes is the master. But yeah. Alright, I'm off. Thanks, guys.
Streaming the next game.
We're working that out.
Cool. Do you need comms, DJ?